Hello everyone, I am YaKeecha Sartor with Lady Armor Jewelry. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Winning Wednesday. This is my opportunity to come to you to give you a little bit of inspiration to get you over that midweek slump. So today I want to talk to you about getting rid of the waste. Recently, I was on my way out to run an errand, and in my neighborhood, if you don't want an item, if you're throwing it out or recycling something, you are allowed to put it on the curb next to your recycle bin and so forth for the those who are coming around for a waste collection can get it. Or if your neighbors are interested in it, they can have it. So I was leaving my house and I saw this 3-drawer storage container and I was like, oh man, that's like the ones that I have and I needed another one. But I was like, well, I have to run an errand, but if it's there when I get back, then maybe I'll give it a closer look. So I ran an errand, came back, and when I got back, I went a little closer and I saw, oh, okay, the only thing wrong with it is that a wheel is broken off of it. And I was like, that doesn't matter because on the containers that I have, I've taken the wheels off them anyway so I can stack them because it's what I keep my jewelry in, my inventory. And my inventory has been growing and I needed another container, but I kept putting it off because look, I'm a couponer and the first time I bought them, I got them for 50% off. So yes, I could have just gone to the store to buy another one and they're only available around the back to school time. So I had kind of missed that window. So I was like, oh, I'll get some at some point. So anyway, I got this container and I brought it home. Now I was rushing in to cook dinner and do some other things. So I just brought it in the house and left it. I'll deal with it later, clean it later. Cause it looked like it had been raining and it looked like it had a little mud on it. So I was like, I'll deal with that later. So I got home, cooked dinner. We did what we needed to do for the evening. And then I was home finishing up a document for somebody. So I was on the computer finishing up a document and my daughter was like, that thing stinks. And I was like, what? She was like, that container, it stinks. I've been spraying it all day. And I said, it does? I don't smell anything. And she was like, it stinks. And I think it has poop on it. And I was like, no, I think that was mud because I kind of picked it up. It was lying down on its side. So she was like, no. So she kept going on about it. So I said, okay, let me get up and look at it. So I went to it and I looked at it and I said, I think that's mud. And I got closer and I sniffed and I said, oh, that's poop. I think it was dog poop. And I was like, oh, it is poop. She was like, I told you. And I was like, well, okay, yes. So yes, I will deal with that. But I have to finish this document and then I'll deal with that. Now, to bring that over to you, there are many times when we have something that we intend to use and do something with it, but we don't realize that it's detrimental to our atmosphere. That container was sitting in my house with dog poop on it, and it was actually starting to stink and cause stink in that area. But because I had failed to pay attention to it, to give attention to it, to check it out, it was affecting my atmosphere. And not only was it affecting the atmosphere around me, it was affecting the people that were around me. Many of us have things in our lives that are waste, and we need to clean off the waste in order to freshen up our atmosphere. There are some of you that you have to get rid of the waste in your time. You have to get rid of the waste of time, the waste of energy, the waste of wisdom, the waste of love, the waste of education. Some of you have even paid a lot of money and still paying back some loans on an education that you're not even using. Those items aren't necessarily wrong in your life, but right now they're not doing you any good. They're actually causing harm because they're wasting away in your atmosphere and it's having a negative impact to the people around you. There are some things in your life that's detrimental to your marriage. There are things that are detrimental to your career, detrimental to your relationship with your children, detrimental to your spiritual walk and your salvation, detrimental to your growth, your personal growth and development, because you have failed to give attention to it. It's just sitting there, wasting away, rotting in your house, causing a confusion. It's causing a stench. It's separating people. It's destroying the atmosphere. It's destroying your peace. And so what I want you to do is give attention to that thing. So what did I do? Of course, I got up and I gave attention to that container. I washed it with soap. I cleaned it. I sprayed it with disinfectant, and I put it in the garage to make sure that it was straight. And even the next day, it still had the effects of that smell in it. So I had to do another cleaning of it, and I had to use some harsher chemicals on it this time in order to get it right. So there are some of you need to work on that thing that's wasting away in your life. And it may take more than one attempt in order to clean the atmosphere, to get things right in your home, in your marriage, in your life, in your heart. But I am encouraging you to get rid of the waste and win. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Winning Wednesday. I enjoy coming on here, sharing some insight with you and inspiration with you, because as God is teaching me, hey, who knows, He can be teaching and speaking to some of you as well. If you're enjoying the videos, hey, leave me a comment, share the video. You may have some friends that really need to hear this message, but nevertheless, I thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you each week just to inspire you to be a winner. And in the words of Zig Ziglar, I always close with, you were born to win. But in order to win, you have to plan to win, prepare to win, expect to win, because you were born to win. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. And I will see you next time on my next episode of Winning Wednesday. Bye.